The Heartland season. 19 Episode 1 isn't just a new beginning, it's a reminder of the void left by Ty, the weight of loss, and the fragile hope of moving forward. Lyndy's heartache is palpable, and as she struggles to reconcile the memory of her father with the new life her mother is trying to build, we see a family walking a tightrope of grief, love, and loyalty. The first trailer doesn't just tease drama, it demands you feel every emotion alongside them. Every glance, every hesitation, every whispered fear is a thread in a story that's as tender as it is tense. From the moment the trailer opens, you can feel the shadow of Ty hanging over Heartland like it never left. Lyndy's eyes betray her struggle, the small, unspoken sorrow that has been growing quietly inside her. After all these years, Ty's absence isn't just a memory. It's a presence that shapes every choice, every conversation, every heartbeat in the family. Lyndy misses him, yes, but it's more than that. She fears that as Amy begins to open her heart again, Ty's memory might fade, lost in the new moments and laughter that Nathan brings. That fear isn't irrational. Anyone who's loved and lost knows that the pain of missing someone can make even the simplest changes feel like betrayals. And here, in this trailer, that emotion is magnified. Amy is still carrying her grief with her. You see it in the way she pauses before speaking, in the quiet moments when she's alone, and in the way she instinctively compares Nathan to Ty. Nathan knows it too. He isn't Ty, and he never will be. That truth gnaws at him in ways that are subtle, yet powerful. He tries, genuinely, to find his place in this family, but the weight of someone else's love, someone gone but never forgotten, is heavy. It's a triangle of emotion that's fraught with complexity, and the trailer captures that tension brilliantly. Lyndy's worry is the anchor of this opening episode. She is the lens through which we feel the stakes. She worries that if Amy moves forward too quickly, if the memories of Ty are set aside, she could lose both her mother and the man who has been her entire world. And it isn't just about fear, it's about love, and how protective it can make us, even when it seems irrational to others. The trailer doesn't shy away from showing the cracks, the fragility of these relationships. Amy's love for Nathan is real, but it is tested immediately, because moving forward isn't just about opening your heart, it's about reconciling with the past. Lou's presence looms large as well. Her loyalty to Heartland, to the ranch, and to the family legacy is unwavering, and it makes her a force that can't be ignored. She senses the tension building and knows that if Nathan or Amy falter, the consequences could ripple far beyond their immediate relationships. The trailer hints at confrontations, but it also teases quieter internal battles, the kind that aren't resolved with words or action, but with choice, courage, and sometimes sacrifice. And then there's Nathan's sister. Her return is understated in the trailer, but the undercurrent of trouble she brings is unmistakable. She isn't just a character re-entering the frame. She represents the outside pressure that tests the family's unity, that challenges the delicate balance between love, loyalty, and legacy. As the trailer progresses, the emotional stakes rise. You feel every glance exchanged, every hesitation, every unspoken word hanging in the air like a storm about to break. And in the midst of it all, Lyndy's longing for Ty is the emotional core that ties everything together. Her grief, her fear, her hope. These are the things that make the trailer resonate. It's not just a tease of what's to come, it's a reminder that Heartland has always been about the depth of human emotion, the complexity of family bonds, and the courage it takes to navigate life's inevitable heartbreaks. As the trailer ends, you're left with questions that demand answers. How will Amy balance her love for Nathan with the memory of Ty? Will Lyndy ever feel secure in her mother's heart again? How will Lou and the ranch influence these fragile dynamics? And what chaos will Nathan's sister bring when her ambitions collide with the family's delicate equilibrium? This opening episode isn't just a continuation of Heartland, it's a test of resilience, love, and the enduring power of memory. As the trailer unfolds, the tension between past and present becomes impossible to ignore. Lyndy's longing for Ty isn't just a passing sadness, It's a constant, quiet force shaping the way she sees the world. Every smile Nathan gives her mother, every attempt at creating a new normal, is weighed against the memory of the man she never knew fully, yet whose absence she feels as deeply as if he were still alive. That longing drives the first episode's emotional heartbeat, and the trailer makes it clear that this isn't going to be a simple journey. Amy's struggle is equally gripping. Her love for Nathan is genuine, but it's complicated by decades of grief that refuse to fade. Ty's shadow isn't just a presence in memory, it's woven into the very fabric of her daily life. The trailer shows fleeting moments where Amy hesitates, caught between honoring what she had with Ty and embracing what she could have with Nathan. There's a subtle fear in her eyes, a hesitation in her movements, and even in the briefest glance, you can feel the weight of choice pressing down on her. And Nathan, caught in the middle of all this, experiences his own internal storm. He wants to be the man who can stand beside Amy without the specter of Ty overshadowing every moment. Yet the trailer makes it clear that no matter how hard he tries, the memory of Ty is a powerful, almost living presence in Heartland. He can sense Lyndy's grief, Amy's hesitation, and the quiet judgment of those who remember Ty with unwavering clarity. Nathan's sister adds another layer of complexity to this emotional landscape. Her return isn't merely a plot device, it's a test of loyalty, strategy, and familial bonds. She doesn't simply reappear to create minor tension. Her very presence challenges the stability Amy and Nathan have been striving for. Cold, calculated, and unafraid to disrupt the fragile peace, she embodies the kind of obstacle that forces characters to confront uncomfortable truths about themselves. Lou, meanwhile, remains the moral and emotional anchor of Heartland, balancing love, loyalty, and the ranch's legacy with a tenacity that's both admirable and heartbreaking. She recognizes that the stakes are higher than ever and that her actions could tip the balance between harmony and disaster. The trailer captures moments of her quiet determination, those fleeting seconds when her eyes narrow and her posture stiffens, signaling her readiness to protect the ranch and the people she loves, no matter the cost. The dynamics of this episode are further complicated by the emotional interplay between Amy and Lyndy. Lyndy's voice, soft yet urgent, carries the weight of her fears. She worries that embracing Nathan might mean erasing Ty's memory. The trailer teases her attempts to voice these concerns, moments that are raw, tender, and incredibly relatable. And Amy's response is layered. She wants to comfort her daughter, yet the grief she still carries makes reassurance almost impossible. This tension, this delicate dance of love, loss, and hope, is what gives the trailer its magnetic pull. It's a vivid reminder that Heartland isn't just about ranches, horses, or family drama. It's about the quiet, aching human emotions that define our lives. Every glance between characters, every sigh, every pause, is laden with significance. As the trailer progresses, you start to feel the weight of choices pressing on Amy and Nathan. Do they prioritize their own budding love, or the memories and fears of those who depend on them? Do they forge forward, risking heartbreak, or hold back, preserving the past at the expense of the future? The trailer doesn't answer these questions. It teases them, wrapping viewers in a suspenseful grip that leaves hearts racing and minds turning. By the time the trailer closes, the message is clear. Season 19 isn't merely a continuation. It's a test of endurance, love, and the courage to reconcile with a past that refuses to let go. Lyndy's pain, Amy's hesitation, Nathan's quiet determination, Lou's steadfast loyalty, and the looming threat of Nathan's sister all converge to create a perfect storm of emotion that promises to make this season unforgettable. And as viewers, we are left leaning forward, desperate to see who will bend, who will break, and who will stand tall when the heart of Heartland is tested like never before. The emotional gravity of Heartland Season 19, Episode 1 doesn't just come from the obvious heartbreak of Ty's absence. It comes from the subtle tensions, the quiet battles that rage beneath the surface of every conversation. Lyndy's struggle is central to this episode, and the trailer captures her vulnerability in a way that is almost unbearable to watch. She isn't just missing her father, She's grappling with the fear that moving forward with Nathan might erase the memory of Ty in her mother's heart. That fear manifests in small, sharp moments. Moments that make you hold your breath because they feel so real, so raw. Every glance she casts at her mother, every hesitant question she asks, is a reflection of the complexity of grief. It's not linear, it's not simple, and the trailer doesn't try to sugarcoat it. Heartland has always excelled at portraying life's messy truths, and here it's doing so with a precision that cuts deep. Amy, caught between the past and the future, faces one of the most challenging episodes of her life. Loving Nathan is natural, it feels right, but it's layered with guilt, fear, and the unshakable memory of Ty. The trailer teases these internal battles beautifully. Moments where she hesitates, where a smile fades too quickly, where a conversation with Nathan lingers a beat too long before she responds. It's in these silences that the heart of the episode lives. Nathan's role in all of this is equally compelling. He is patient, understanding, and deeply empathetic, yet he cannot escape the reality that he is constantly measured against a man who no longer walks this world, but whose shadow still dominates every decision. He struggles with self-doubt, feeling the weight of expectations from both Amy and Lyndy, and the trailer hints at moments where frustration bubbles to the surface. A raw line or a clipped response from Nathan isn't just anger. It's the manifestation of love entwined with insecurity, a delicate tension that the trailer captures with subtle brilliance. Then there's Lou, the steadfast protector of Heartland. Her presence is a force of stability, but she's not without her own emotional stakes. The trailer suggests that she is acutely aware of the fragility of the family unit, and she is determined not to let outside forces, whether it's Nathan's sister or the pressures of running the ranch, disrupt what has been built. Her loyalty and fierce determination make her a silent but powerful player in the drama that unfolds. The tension escalates further with the return of Nathan's sister. Her re-entry into the story is anything but subtle. She is portrayed as cold, calculating, and unafraid to manipulate situations to her advantage. The trailer teases her interference in ways that feel immediate and threatening, hinting at the conflicts that will dominate the early episodes. She represents the real-world complications that challenge love, loyalty, and family bonds. Her presence forces Amy and Nathan to navigate not just their grief and emotional hurdles, but also the external pressures that threaten to destabilize the family they are trying to protect. What makes this episode, and the trailer in particular, so gripping is the way it balances these internal and external conflicts. Every scene hints at the emotional consequences of choices, the ripple effects of every word, gesture, and decision. Heartland has always excelled at showing that the smallest moments often carry the greatest weight, and Season 19, Episode 1 appears poised to continue that tradition. Amid all this, Lyndy's perspective remains the emotional compass of the episode. Through her eyes, viewers experience the duality of grief and hope. She embodies the struggle between holding on to the past and accepting the inevitability of change. Her fear of losing Amy to a new relationship, of losing the memory of Ty, is at once heartbreaking and deeply relatable. The trailer doesn't shy away from portraying her inner turmoil. It highlights it, bringing it to the forefront so that audiences feel every pang of her heartache. There's also a delicate interplay between the adults and children in this episode that the trailer hints at but doesn't fully reveal. Amy's attempts to comfort Lyndy are sincere but complicated by her own grief, and Nathan's efforts to provide stability are hampered by his awareness of the past he cannot replace. Every decision feels heavy, weighted with consequences that echo far beyond a single moment. As the trailer moves toward its final beats, it becomes clear that this isn't just a story about mourning Ty. It's about the resilience of love, the courage required to navigate loss, and the delicate, often painful process of letting someone new into a heart that has been broken. It's a season that promises to challenge every character, push them to confront their deepest fears, and test the very bonds that have held Heartland together for decades. And by the time the trailer concludes, viewers are left with an undeniable sense of anticipation. There's heartbreak, yes, but there's also hope. There's conflict, yes, but there's also tenderness. The trailer encapsulates the essence of Heartland, a story about family, love, legacy, and the enduring power of memory. Every glance, every pause, every whispered word is a reminder that Heartland isn't just a show. It's a reflection of life itself, with all its joy, sorrow, and complexity. And in this first episode of Season 19, that reflection has never felt more real, more urgent, or more impossible to turn away from. The first episode of Heartland Season 19 isn't just about the lingering shadow of Ty, it's about the ripple effect his absence continues to create, shaping the lives, choices, and emotions of everyone around him. Lyndy's struggle is the emotional anchor, but the trailer reveals that her fear of losing Amy to a new relationship is just one piece of a larger, intricate puzzle. Every character is walking a fine line between loyalty and love, past and present, certainty and doubt. The tension that builds is almost tangible, a quiet storm brewing under the surface, and the trailer captures this perfectly. Amy's journey is central, as always. The trailer teases moments where she must confront her own grief head-on, moments where her love for Nathan collides with the memory of Ty, and moments where she must reassure Lyndy despite her own inner turmoil. It's a delicate balancing act, and the emotional complexity of it makes every choice feel monumental. Nathan, meanwhile, is constantly aware of his position in this intricate web of emotion. He loves Amy, but he is painfully aware that he is not Ty, and he struggles with that reality. The trailer highlights this tension subtly, yet powerfully, through a line spoken too sharply, a glance held too long, a sigh that carries the weight of unsaid fears. It's these moments that make him feel real, vulnerable, and deeply human. The first episode doesn't just explore romantic tension, it explores the multifaceted relationships within the Heartland family. Lou's unwavering commitment to the ranch and to the family legacy is portrayed with intensity. She understands the stakes, and the trailer hints that she is prepared to take actions that might put her at odds with Amy and Nathan. Yet, her loyalty is undeniable, and her choices are grounded in love and responsibility. The interplay between protection and interference is a theme that runs throughout the episode, creating suspense while keeping viewers emotionally invested. Nathan's sister's return is a catalyst for conflict, both external and internal. She isn't just a figure of potential trouble. She represents the kind of real-world challenges that test bonds, priorities, and values. The trailer teases her influence in ways that promise tension at every turn, forcing the characters to confront not only one another, but also the unresolved emotional threads that have lingered since Ty's passing. The trailer also suggests that Lyndy's perspective will challenge the adults in ways that are both heartbreaking and illuminating. Her voice, carrying both love and fear, forces Amy and Nathan to consider their actions from the lens of someone whose entire world has been shaped by loss. The first episode's narrative seems poised to show that grief isn't just a personal journey. It's one that affects everyone connected to the person who has been lost. Every choice, every conversation, every step forward is laden with meaning. Heartland has always excelled at portraying these subtleties, and Season 19, Episode 1 looks set to continue that tradition. There's also a strong sense of anticipation in the trailer regarding the ways the ranch itself will serve as a character. Heartland isn't just a backdrop. It's a living, breathing entity that reflects the emotional state of the characters. The pressures of maintaining the ranch, the responsibility of upholding a family legacy, and the challenges of balancing personal happiness with duty are all teased in the trailer. These elements intertwine with the emotional storylines to create a rich, layered narrative that resonates on multiple levels. The trailer highlights moments where Amy and Nathan's connection is tested, not just by external forces like Nathan's sister, but by the internal conflicts that have been simmering for years. The tension is heightened by Lyndy's fear, Lou's protective instincts, and the lingering presence of Ty in every quiet corner of Heartland. These elements combine to create a tapestry of suspense, emotion, and anticipation that promises a first episode full of depth and resonance. By the end of the trailer, it becomes clear that Season 19 isn't simply a continuation of the Heartland story, it's a reckoning with the past, a confrontation with present challenges, and a delicate negotiation of what it means to move forward while honoring memory.